food crisis in Africa. It's high time that we educate ourselves and our sons and daughters no longer carry guns to destroy their own food and their own farmland. Across West Africa, the Sahel region, we see where blacks also carry ammunition to destroy crops and waste food materials or stop farmers from going to farm in other parts of Africa. I don't know what is happening in your region, but the development and the rate of birth in Africa, the food crisis will continue to get worse. And depending on the West to supply us food is going to lead to more crisis in Africa. It is time for Africa to wake up to build their own food, provide their own food, and make their own continent a great continent. Your contribution matters. You are co-owner to this mandate and to this movement. Together we can build the Africa that we all going to enjoy. If you love Africa, I want you to share this. I want you to hit the plus button, and I want you to go ahead and make a subscription. We are bringing massive training in the continent of Africa, where human capacity development is our main focus. If you are interested in being part of this training, I want you to send me a DM or indicate it in the comment section. We are bringing massive training to the continent of Africa, where we no longer talk about resources and the plundering and the exploitation from the West and from other parts of the world, but we want to use what we have and create a good mindset to use what we have to produce the result that we need. This is possible, and if we are willing, there is a pathway to make Africa the best place on the planet Earth. It's not just going to be by mouth or be on social media ranting. We're going to make it physical. We're going to make it practical. We're going to make every sons and daughters of Africa proud of Africa, want to live in Africa, will never want to look for a visa or go to an embassy another day seeking for asylum or any form of escape from Africa. Africa is going to become the landing place, not a departure anymore.
Mr. President, I don't know wittingly or unwittingly, when you were answering the question about our relationship with the USA, not once have you mentioned DERCO or Minister of International Relations. And this is as a result of you having met Elon Musk during the UN General Assembly and knowing very well the views of Elon Musk about South Africa, racist, white supremacist views about South Africa, which led to you meeting him because you thought you were going to clarify those issues. Unrepentant racist became emboldened and then made more bad remarks about South Africa even after meeting you physically. You still saw a need to go outside the diplomatic channels and made a contact with an individual, not using diplomatic relations or mechanism within which we resolve diplomatic disputes as South Africa. Don't you think you individually have emboldened white people to undermine us, and you have single-handedly destroyed the diplomatic relations of South Africa with other countries, and you have destroyed and juniorized the Department of International Relations? Mr. President. And Elon Musk, and worse, Elon Musk, you organized a meeting with him or that telephone conversation through his immoral father, politically, economically, and otherwise. A man who has engaged in business in South Africa through illegal means, even when he has admitted to do so. Those are the type of characters you can't speak to. Imagine, Mr. President, had they said Donald Trump called the Guptas during that time. What were you going to say? You are going to say that Guptas are an independent state actor. You are not going to say that. You are going to feel undermined. And that's exactly what you have done. What are you saying about established practices of resolving issues in a diplomatic way and diplomatic channels in South Africa? Do you have a full confidence in the Minister of DERCO and the department itself? You speak about an ambassador in Washington or New York. That ambassador belongs to the Department of International Relations. Instead of talking about international relations, leadership and the department, you talk about ambassador. But when you talk about DRC, you talk about Minister of Defense is doing 1, 2, 3. You don't say ambassador in DRC is doing 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much.